Hello Leos, it's Kim Jolene with Finding Your Fiji, and I'm here doing your monthly reading for the month of August 2016. And I'm doing things a little bit differently this month, and you'll see as we go along how this is working. So I'm going to talk to you about the general theme for the month in this free reading, and we're going to draw cards from our regular deck that we always use. So the Angel Tarot deck, and then we are going to draw some cards from messages from your angels. And this is all going to be around sort of the general theme of the month for you for the month of August. And then I will be doing a separate video for more detailed information. And you'll see at the end of this video how to get a hold of that. And we'll go ahead and get started. So this is for Leo for the month of August 2016. Let's go ahead and get started. So I did draw, what I've been doing, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I draw one card ahead of time to be able to take the picture for the reading. And what I've been instructed or guided around this is that card that I'm drawing is actually sort of the general theme of the month. And so I'm actually going to start with that before I do the shuffling of the rest of the cards. And so this is the Nine of Fire. And fire cards are all about passion and action, and this is your theme for the month. So the theme for this month is don't give up. It's about really kind of stockpiling that courage that you have, and to really get into that space where you believe in the magnificence of yourself. So believing in yourself and what you have to offer, and protecting, you guys have done some work, right? You've done some work, you've built something, and it's time to protect that. It's not time to run away from it. It is time to protect what you've created and nurture it. And so that's what's coming through around the general aspects for the month of August for you, is about nurturing and protecting what you've created. And so this can be, it can be related to family unit. It can be related to a business, to a career, to your health. If you've done a lot of work around getting healthy, this can be a message to protect what you've created, that health that you've created. So to stop feeding your body things that aren't good for it, right? So that's sort of our general theme for the month. And then let's go ahead and shuffle and get the other cards for you. And what I'm doing with this is we are going to do it just a slightly different. And I've always done the 3-card draw for each deck, but this is going to be, we're going to talk a little bit more about the past, present, and future. And this is something that I've been guided towards, and so I'm following that guidance to really focus with you guys on sort of that past, present, future. And the past cards, well, we'll get into that as we go along, but the past cards are basically the basis of the situation. And so it's things typically that have already happened, things that are already going on for you. And so what we're looking at for the general aspects of August for you, we have the 6 of Air. And as a past card, so the air cards are all about your head, kind of your intellect, your mental capacity. And the 6 of Air is a card that it's kind of a coming out of the woods card, if you will. And so what I'm seeing around that is things are getting better for you. So things are looking up for you. And this is something that you're already experiencing. You're feeling some relief around a difficult situation that you've had. And for some of you, this relates to romance and relationships. This can also relate to finances, for your career. It's really about coming out of a situation that was really bogging you down. It was heavy energy, okay? And so you are, you've already been starting to come out of that, and you feel lighter. You feel lighter than you had before. This is also, as a past card, it looks like some of you have been doing some vacationing or taking a trip, and it looks like that is something that actually helped you sort of get your mind out of, I don't want to say the mind out of the gutter because that gives the wrong connotation, but get your mind out of those negative thoughts is what I mean to say around that. So I don't know why they're giving me the gutter phrase, but so getting your mind out of, and it is kind of a gutter when you get in those negative thoughts and those things that are just not super positive. It is sort of it is sort of a gutter because your mind is, kind of spiraling down, that type of thing. And so this card is just letting you know that that the trip really helped. And oftentimes when you get out of your normal routine or your normal, rituals that you do, that type of thing, it does help. And so they're just wanting to let you know that that trip was beneficial for you. Okay, so the present, what you need to know or work on right now, we have the 5 of Fire. So Leos, you have too much going on, and I feel like I've told you this before. It seems to be sort of a repeating thing. There's just too much. Like, you can't focus on 50 zillion things at one time. It's just not going to work. And I understand that maybe there's some lack of clarity around what you really should be doing. And I think a big piece of this is really needing to get quiet so that you can hear what your angels and guides are saying to you. So what I'm getting around this is there's one thing that it needs your main focus right now. So it's not that you won't have like other things sort of in the fire, but you need to focus on one thing at a time. So focus on what is that one thing that's going to be the needle mover for you this month. And whether that's in your relationship, in your career, in your finances, even in your health, what is the one thing that you can do to really focus on to shift the energy around that area of your life that is bogging you down or that's been a struggle for you, okay? So they're really wanting that focus. And again, it's just about, competing goals. It's like too many different things that you're focusing on. Your energy is split, and then you don't make progress, right? Because your energy is split here and there and everywhere. If it's summer and your kids are home, maybe now is the time that you're just focusing on the kids, right? Maybe you're letting go of what, some other things that you expected that you might have time for this summer, right? And so there also can be some conflict with others around these particular goals, if you will. Okay. So I feel like Archangel Michael is here because it's super warm, and we've had some super hot weather here in Minnesota. Like, I think it's been in the 90s, but with the humidity, it's been over 100 degrees, feeling like, and so it still feels very warm to me. So I am trying to determine if this is Michael coming in, which he's telling me that he is here. So it is partially, I feel like, Michael, and partially that the temps are just warm. And I do have the air on. I'm in my basement and all of that, but with these lights, it does get a little bit warm. So you get to see me sweat today, right? Okay. Oh, and then so funny, I did not even look at this card. I swear to you, I did not even look at this third card. So this is the future, and this is Archangel Michael. So too funny, right? I'm feeling the heat, and here he is. So this is the world card, Archangel Michael. And what I always think about with this card, and this is a future, so going into, as you're concluding the month of August and going in to September, it's really about things opening up for you. And so what I always feel like this card is kind of a portal card. It's sort of that opening, and energetically things are shifting. Around mid-August, things are going to start to shift, and come September especially, things are really going to be opening up for not only you Leos, but a lot of people it's going to be opening up with. So, and what I'm getting around this is that you're going to be doing a little bit more inner work in the month of August, Leos. So probably the first couple weeks of the month, you're going to be doing a little bit more inner work to kind of clear out kind of that remaining fog. Because I feel like you guys have been in a little bit of a fog for the last maybe 3 to 6 months, where you just can't figure out which end is up, almost, is what I'm getting. And part of that is the split energy, because you've had so many different things that you've been splitting your energy on. But also it's a, universal energy thing. And so doing that a little bit more internal work, sorting out your emotions, and what is it that you really want? So that's something that's really important to figure out, what is that desire, that deep desire for you. And so you can continue to ask yourself questions when you think, oh, I want X number of dollars. Well, why do you want that? And then you go into, why you want that. And then you keep questioning, why do I want that? Why do I want that? And it comes down to a core, if you will, desire. And so I encourage you to do some work around that. So this is more of a spiritual type of thing, but it is, things are looking up. So as mentioned, things are looking up in August. There's a lot of joy, a lot of contentment, some fun, different things that you're going to be doing. So we're going to be seeing that in the month of August. Okay, so let's move to the messages from your angels deck. And this again is going to give you a little bit more information about the month of August for you Leos, okay? Right. Oh, and they want one extra in there. Okay. Got it. Okay. So we've got Caressa, Angel Caressa, and this is, again, it's about you're at the end of a cycle in your life. And so we have during our lives, Leos, we have different periods of time where we go through a lot of change and then things shift. Like it just almost like you feel like a new person, like a different person than you were before. And you are in the process of, you're coming in the month of August, you're going to be coming to the end of a cycle in your life. They're wanting to let you know that you can call upon the angels and your guides to support you as you go through this, because even if it's something that you want, so for instance, if you're leaving a relationship, even if that's something that you know is right and true, there's still some pain and some heartache associated with that, because it's sort of the loss of what could have been, where you're sort of mourning the loss of what could have been. And for some of you, this could actually relate to a physical death by someone in your family, and what I'm seeing around that is it could be someone that is, has been ill for a while and is finally ready to transition. But what they want to just let you know around this, Angel Caressa wants to let you know, is that all you need to know is the next step. So really asking your angels and guides, what's my next step? What do I need to do next? And if you're in a sense of mourning or loss, the next step might be just, like getting dressed today. It can be kind of simple, right? So just asking kind of, what do I need to know and do? What's my next step around that? And they want to let you know that you're on the path to happiness. So this is going to sort of open things. It's almost like you're cracking you wide open. And yes, you feel vulnerable, but it's also in that vulnerability that you are able to open and receive all kinds of juicy things. So this is really going to be a beautiful, blessed time in your life. And there's happiness around that. Okay, and then we have Angel Omega. And this is a victory card. So this is an awesome card as well. And so what's coming up around this is just, again, almost like you've leapt the fence. Like you've been able to get out of that, that sense of being trapped, like in a if you think of like a horse in a pen, right? It's like you've jumped the fence and you've gotten out and you're free, like just that freedom. And that's what August is going to be like for you guys, is just more open up and more freedom. And the things that you've desired and the rockets of desire that you've been putting out there are now going to come to pass. These are now going to fall into place. Things are going to be moving again, and it's going to be magical for you. So very, very good. And they're just wanting to you to keep up the good work around that. So keep paying attention to your intuition. Keep following that inner guidance. Because here's the deal, Leos. If you've not been doing that, your life is probably a bit of a mess right now. I'm just going to put that out there. So if you've not been following that inner guidance that you've been getting, you might be in somewhat of a shitstorm. And we've had, so here's the other piece of this too, is lots of times, lots of people have been going through this where lots of stuff is coming up so that we can take it, look at it. We can be that observer and be like, okay, oh, there is that. And what is this about? Like just kind of like really examining it from an observer perspective. So lots of stuff is coming up, has been coming up for people this summer, and they're taking a look at it and they're clearing it, whatever. But if you are if you are not feeling any relief, you're not getting out of that, you're either, number one, not processing your emotions, so not actually allowing yourself to feel the emotions. You're kind of shoving them under the rug or stuffing them, whatever it might be. So that might be an issue for you. Or you are not following the guidance that's coming through. So just know that, as you tune in, what does Abraham always say? Tapped in, tuned in, turned on, whatever. As you do that, things are just really, really start to look up. Okay, so then we have Angel Fiona. And this is, Angel Fiona just wants to let you know that now that you've asked for help, so you have been asking for help, and she is letting you know that now that you've asked for that help, it's time for you to open to receive what is coming to you and what the guidance is. Okay, so again, they want you to open your ears up. That's what I keep getting, this visual, open your ears, listen, pay attention, follow it. Quit hushing it and ignoring it, right? So you deserve heaven's help, but you've got to listen to be able to get that. And then the last card that we have for you for the month of August, Leos, is the Rosetta card. So Rosetta, this is just I always feel like just a beautiful angel. And I think of Rosetta, kind of those rose-colored glasses, that type of thing. Part of what this means for you guys is that your life purpose involves working with smaller children or young people, right? And so the Rosetta is just, I always think of that as you think of the baby's pink cheeks, that type of thing. So it's about working with young people. You have a gift around that. And this can be, it can be just in your own parenting too. It doesn't necessarily have to be like you're a school teacher or you do therapy with children or anything like that. It can be just about raising your children, being a parent. Is one thing that can be coming up around that. So that's what I have for you for the month of August 2016. And you're like, where's the rest of the reading, right? Because typically I do the career and finances. I've been kind of combining those, health aspects and the romantic relationships. So what I've gotten recently is a download of information and some clarity around what I'm meant to be doing. And so I'm doing these general piece of the reading as the free YouTube reading. And then I've got a, if you look below, I have a link for you to get the rest of the reading. And I'm charging just a small fee for that. It's $4.44. And it's like, yeah, $4.44. That was a guided number for me. So $4.44 if you want to get the rest of that reading. And it will be a deeper dive than I normally do. It will be a little bit deeper information for four aspects. So your health, your finances, your career, life purpose, and then also relationships. So we'll be a little bit deeper dive. It's something that you can get on a monthly basis. You can purchase just one, or you can get it on a monthly basis, sent actually to your email as soon as it comes out. And then I'm also going to be putting those on both the video format like this, as well as an audio format. So then you'll be able to download it as an audio and re-listen to it during the month without having to open YouTube. So it's going to be kind of slick around that. And then there's all kinds of little juicy bonuses as well coming with that. So looking forward to seeing more of you, and have a wonderful month. Take time to relax, have fun, and enjoy your life. Much love to you.